You're going to see the Saints offensive line with some more problems. Kenny Clark, special player, but just whips McCoy here. This offensive line has got to be better going forward. All right, this is the trick play. Saints get a little bit lucky here. You see Brian Brzee, nice pursuit of the running back. But Jordan Love, if he catches this, he's got 13 wide open over here. Alontae Taylor a little bit late. Saints defense recognizing the run. I won't say selling out. They did a good job with coverage downfield. But if the Packers make this play, it's a big gain for them. And obviously, things might look a little bit different. But that's how football goes sometimes. Can't tell you how good it is to see Jimmy Graham used in the red zone. This is his first touchdown in a while. Just nice little run on his route. And just being able to get home. I mean, when you do these types of things with Jimmy Graham, good things are going to happen. Big-bodied guy. Perfect window. Nice job. All right, here we're going to see Demario Davis and Malcolm Roach combine for a tackle for loss. Malcolm Roach has quietly been one of those guys who just comes in and does something every week. But you'll see it, Davis getting first contact on Dillon, and then Roach doing cleanup job. Another week we're talking about Brian Brzee. Nice little pass rush inside here. Does a nice job getting his hands up at the last second to be able to force a pass breakup. Watch it again. You'll see Brzee come in inside. And this is actually, him playing at an end position. They can use him all over the formation. But, man, what a special player that the Saints got out of him. All right, this is sack number 2 on Carr. Ramczyk just getting beat. Rashawn Gary, just a nice move, getting home. We don't see that a lot from Ramczyk, but, man, this entire offensive line has really struggled. Watch it again here. Ramczyk just getting pushed right here. Gary doing a nice job fighting it off and getting the sack. Okay, nice job by Cam Jordan getting some pressure. They didn't get a sack on Jordan Love today, but look, Cam coming, force a little pressure. Love has to step up in his decision, and it leads to a Lattimore pass breakup. I thought the Saints defensive backs did a really nice job, all things considered, playing lights out. But watch it again, Cam coming, just getting by. Maybe a little bit of a hold there, but nice job by him. Even better play by Lattimore. At some point, we were expecting Rashid Shaheed to get something. I mean, you felt it last year. The guy was just one step away from breaking it open. But watch the long snapper coming in. He's got first opportunity. Some nice blocking by the Saints special teams. Gets past him, cuts in. And then it's just all Rashid Shaheed doing what he does best. The last punt return the Saints had was 2019 when then Deontay Harris, now Hardy, obviously, did it against the Seahawks on that road game. And watch it again. You just highlight and look at the long snapper. He's going to be the first one that kind of gets in there. Does a little bit of a job on Ty Summers there. Nice blocking, as you can see. Missing the tackle. Then Shaheed just does what he does best. Huge play for the Saints when they needed it. And look, it's unfortunate because these good plays are getting overshadowed by the loss. Look, for 3 quarters, the Saints made Jordan Love look like nobody. And just watch this decision he makes into triple coverage. Nice job. Tyrann Mathieu almost had this pick. Probably should have had it. You talk about the defense having almost picks. But also a nice job by Demario Davis and Jordan Howden, the rookie. Thought he played a pretty good game. You see Granderson coming in. But again, throwing it in that window, Mathieu has a shot. They got to get those in the future. Look, I think Alontae Taylor is one of the best players on the field on Sunday. You see him here. Just a quick little route. He's able to force one of his many pass breakups on the day. You're going to watch it again as he comes in. And I tell you what, I love Dennis Allen's reaction after this. Getting fired up. Saints defense doing their job. Look, just appreciating Alontae Taylor again. Packers wanted to try these deep shots, especially early, and they did them late in the game. But Alontae Taylor coming to play. Look, I get people are talking about getting his head around and stuff, but I think the anticipation is there, reading some of the receivers' body language. And, man, for a guy who came in, hadn't played the slot, And just being able to do things outside and inside in the same game is pretty impressive. Second-year guy, man, he's making such a big impact. Just another example of how Alontae Taylor affects games. He missed one early, but he did not miss this one. It ended up being a 14-yard loss as a sack on Jordan Love. Just getting in, disguising himself just a little bit. You're going to watch him coming in here off this right side, actually the left side, if you were looking at the field correctly. Just watch him coming in here. Footing was a problem in this game. That is one of the things that happened on his sack early. But, you know, they looked at it again. This was deemed a sack. And, of course, Dennis Allen fired up again on the sideline. You know, running the football has been a very tough challenge for the Saints. But Tony Jones Jr. getting it done here. Some nice blocking by James Hurst. Keith Kirkwood out there that allows them to pick up a really big run facing on the wrong side of territory, obviously. Prentice going in motion. Jones Jr. just making a nice move. Hurst with a nice block. And then you see Kirkwood on the outside. Those are the things they need. So once you get a good run with Tony Jones Jr., here's Kendre Miller, the rookie. A little bit tough yards to come on the day, but made a nice move with Taysom at quarterback. You saw Derek Carr down at the bottom of the formation, but watch Miller again. Good patience, good cut. Nice little play fake here. Just moving outside, cut. Those are the types of things you need from a rookie, especially with Kamara coming back. Chris Olave is just a different breed. This is his spectacular catch that he made. And look, nice little move here on his route. And just a one-handed catch and getting his feet in bounds. I've been talking about him. When you talk about training camp, him and Marshawn Lattimore were clearly the MVPs. Watch it again. Hurst with some nice protection. Carr does a nice job stepping up into the pocket. Last possible second. Just an insane catch by Chris Olave. Saints definitely wanted this back. I know Derek Carr did. Michael Thomas is wide open here. I get Carr was on the run, but man, that is one where the Saints should have had a touchdown here instead of a field goal. This is just another example. Some struggles in the red zone. I thought it was turning the corner. You see Mike back in the end zone. Got to hit those. Got to get those in. Just more appreciation for Alontae Taylor. Tackle for loss here. Just shoots through with a big play to start things in the second half. This guy just plays at another level. Watch him again. Great tackle for loss on Dillon. It's another one of those plays by Jordan Love. I don't know what he was looking at or seeing, but Lonnie Johnson Jr. with a nice read. He's got the quarterback on his eyes. Makes the adjustments. Honestly, like fielding a punt. Another game. Another Saints turnover. Remember last year, this team couldn't get turnovers to save their lives, and this year it's a different story. Pretty good protection. DeMario coming the last minute. Johnson with the play. Big Saints turnover. Thankfully, Derek Carr's not going to be out for this season, but man, you talk about it, you look at the coverage downfield, he held it a little bit too long. You saw Graham underneath a little bit. That's just tough. You just look at it unfold. Just another sack. Nice blitz pickup by Kendre Miller. Can't fault Rashawn Gary for playing football. You got to be better there. Big back-to-back plays for the Saints where they get pass breakups. You're going to see Alontae Taylor here working from the slot. Getting a pass breakup over the middle to start. Just another good play. Again, I think he was probably the best defensive player out on the field. You see some pressure coming. Just a nice little job over the middle. Looked pretty clean to me. And then you're going to see Yadam in the next play. Filled in for Paulson Adebo. Try to do it again. Maybe a little handsy there. But still, another pass breakup. He did a really good job filling in for Paulson Adebo. And just one of those examples that Dennis Allen said they had starting corners. He's another one of them. We'll see how it shapes out. Carl Granderson, fresh off a new contract. Watch his run defense here. Again, we've talked about him plenty. That was the area he needed to get better at. But, man, another big play here. You'll see him again. Just that first contact from that left tackle. Just shrugging it off and making another tackle for loss. He's going to be good if he can stay there. All right, you're going to see this Taysom Hill run get wiped out due to a Thomas hold. It was a little bit at the end. But a good run by Taysom Hill. But you'll see it coming in here. That Mike just gets a hand. Like you see it right there. But otherwise, it's a good job by Taysom Hill running the football. Look, Rashawn Gary had himself a day, and you'll see the Saints go jumbo here, and he just whips around Landon Young. You know, they had to do some shifting because of Cesar Ruiz going out with a concussion, but you just got to be better. You got to give your quarterback enough time. This is just not working. They've got to get this cleaned up before they take on the Buccaneers. Was not a fan of play calling in the second half. Look, it's third and manageable, third and short, and you take a deep shot to Chris Olave. I understand that, but you got Juwan Johnson coming across the formation, and he was open. Watch it here. Johnson's just going to come across. He runs across there kind of with Tony Jones Jr., and he's open, but the pass was already thrown. I did not like it. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this pass interference call on Alontae Taylor, but it's football. I get it. You got to manage through it. But Taylor does a nice job on the route, staying with the receiver step for step. It gets a little handsy, and towards the end where he steps back in, that's where the flag comes in. You know, again, I've seen less called. I've seen more called. Obviously, you don't have to be a Saints fan to understand that. But, you know, Love gets pretty good protection here. Just airs it out. And, again, you're going to see the matchup downfield gets really handsy. And as soon as the receiver cuts in, that's tough. This is the Packers touchdown. You're going to see Jordan Love doing a really nice job on Demario Davis. And look, Marcus May had the problem with the quarterback the other week. And so, look, I understand it. I don't think that means Demario's washed or anything. I think people need to keep that nonsense out. But it's just a good move. You see Love just cutting inside. Demario think he's going to go to the other side, and it's a touchdown. But you look at the 2-point conversion. Again, Love just buying time here and just being able to find the open man. See Lattimore playing on him. It was just as easy as you could get. I mean, it was a big moment because that means the score could have been different. It could have been, instead of 17-11, could have been 17-9, and it would have made things a little bit different. This is another one of those third down calls. Look, you only need a few yards. And look, you're going to see Chris Olave get open here late with his hand up, but the pass was already thrown, and Winston going to Shaheed. You had Juwan Johnson around. You had Tony Jones Jr. You only need a few yards, and this has got to be better play calling. Better execution, better play calling. I mean, this is just how it goes. You just got to do it. You can't afford that. They tried this play all game, and it finally worked. As you see Yadam against Romeo Dobbs. Just a one-on-one matchup. I mean, you talk about one-on-ones as perfect ball placement. There's not a lot that Yadam could do. I thought he had a good game, but this is just one of those things where you kind of just saw this coming and let the Packers take the lead late. Can't do much about it. Despite everything that happened, the Saints had a chance late. You get this big play from Winston to Chris Olave. Instantly flips the field. I didn't care for some of the play calls afterwards, but man, Chris Olave just doing Chris Olave things. And this is the type of thing. Saints were in a chance, even with everything happening. Great hookup from Winston.